opens this chapter, The Bend, saying, where Mulberry Street crooks like an elbow. And that's it. You know, it bends around the corner. So he writes about this block saying it's the worst of the worst, it's got to go, it's literally a block that just generates death and despair and so forth. This is what it looked like. This is one of Jacob Riis's photos. So I'm standing right where the photographer was. Can you pick up the look back from the street to the photo?
Yeah.
All right. So and you'll notice everything on the left side is still there. So when they tore it down, ready for this? This is big time special effects. 1, 2, 3. There's the park. All right. Now in this case, the photographer's standing over there a little further down that way, down to your left. But there's the park when it opened in around 1903. All right. So you can see the different, and now looking back, see that area there? Who's got the 5 points picture? Oh, here we go. My trusty assistant, also my daughter. There we go. See here? That's, the painting is painted from your direction. You pick up, yep, see it's got kind of a flat end to that building, but that's a triangle-shaped building. All right, so.
Where's Triangle Shirtwaist Company?
What's that?
Outside NYU, I think.
Yeah, Triangle Fire, different triangle, but it's not far from here. All right? I mentioned the African burial ground providing this amazing archaeological find. When they built that courthouse, same time, they also had to, yeah, I should pass these things around.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, you got to ask for these things. I'm on a roll here. But when they excavated the foundation for that federal building, they were also obligated to do an archaeological dig, and they found 5 points. And you can go online and find amazing, artifacts and photos and really some amazing stuff. And you can see the dig.
So how far above are we from where they were then? Like how far down did they have to go?
Less deep here. And the only reason for the depth of the African burial ground, one second. The only reason why the African burial ground, they found the bodies 17, 18 feet below ground, is that they were buried at the bottom of a hill. That was then later, I mean, this tells you about power, right? You go down the bottom down by Wall Street, Trinity Church, the most powerful, wealthy church in New York City, their cemetery is still there. Alexander Hamilton is still there, undisturbed, but poor people and less powerful churches and really poor, powerless people, the enslaved, their burial ground was just simply covered. They flattened out hills, pushed them down into that little valley, and made the burial ground disappear, and then built upon it. So that's why they didn't dig 17 feet deep to graves. They dug, probably 3-4 foot deep graves. All right? Anybody have any questions? If you walk up to see the gold-colored awning there that says Wa Wing Sang, has the white pediment above the doorway. Wa Wing Sang Funeral Home. If you look underneath that, it says Charles Bacigalupo. Tells you what? Probably was an Irish funeral home before that. Then since that time, it's become an Italian funeral home. And in the 1960s, as this neighborhood really began to blossom as Chinatown and still continues to grow, it was purchased by a Chinese family, and that's a Chinese funeral home now. Several of them along the road here. All right? Any questions? Let's press on.